Okay, so this is my first time doing a 7 Days to Die tutorial on survival. As you can see, I have taken over the hospital. The hospital is completely encased in concrete and surrounded by concrete. People will try and grief. I recommend doing a two barrier wall. This will stop most zombies from being able to hit the barbed wire. Only thing they'll be able to do is hit the low level area and they will fall into the trench. I'll show you the trench right now. This is absolutely completely encased in concrete and hardened steel. And below the concrete is asphalt at 1500 hit points. As you can see, it goes for like 4 levels, so no one's going to dig under the hospital. Multiple layers of doors before you get inside of the actual hospital. If I get actual viewers, I'll do a complete tour of the hospital. It is fully encased and 100% safe against the horde. I also recommend anyone doing and building a structure to put the small concrete block on the chair wall. Again, they will only be able to hit the upper level brick and not the lower level brick. It's too small for them to jump and stand on. I also recommend doing this. It actually reduces the size of the door so their hit points will only be in one specific spot, so they can't pile up in front of the door. You can actually take them on one at a time. Now this is something I'm actually quite proud of. This is a full-on garden. There we go. I recommend doing the wood planking between it so you can keep your rows completely even. And this is for the PlayStation, not the PC. We don't have the newest version yet. So for us who still play on the PlayStation Network versus the computer, this is a great option. All this food you can then pick up and will replenish anything you're trying to do without having to dupe it. Trees will give you shade while you're out here working on it, so you don't have to worry about heat stroke. Zombies can only spawn where there is grass, so their spawn site inside the hospital is tiny. I was live the other day and had a kid actually hop over the wall, so I had to go through and upgrade everything. This is how massive the hospital is. This project took about, I don't know, 2 months. I'm actually quite proud of it. Any room inside that hospital, you could literally wait the horde out and they won't be able to get to you. Although it's not above the 50 point mark, so they can still detect you inside the hospital. Again, put a chair rail around the entire thing. And if you do this in the corners, as you can see, it becomes pretty hard. Although I can jump, zombies can't. So which means they won't be able to hit the corners. I did this with concrete. You can do this with cobblestone. Once you put down the stone, they can't spawn on it. It's a large enough site that mostly where they're going to spawn is outside, depending on which corner you are in. I'm on day 319. And the hordes are not really bad at this point. I deal more of what you would call the after morning horde. That is actually Charlie Sheen's house from 2.5 Men. I'll do that in a separate video. I built this house to look very inconspicuous, like it looked like a normal house. I have to go back and redress it with different siding. But that has a full-on basement steel door, which the zombies have apparently knocked out in the last horde. But again, this building is actually pretty secure. It's my friend Jeep's place. Another one of my friends' houses. And the last house. There is a complete subterranean compound throughout this entire neighborhood that is actually underneath everything. Again, that's Charlie Sheen's house from 2.5 Men. I'll do that in a whole different video. The compound is so massive that I've actually had people try to break in and take it over. One kid actually got in. It didn't end well. But this is more of a long-term goal. If you are wanting to stay inside of a neighborhood and take it over, I recommend having a friend or 2 or 3 help you do it. But I would recommend starting with cobblestone if you don't have the ability to make concrete. It's very easy and it'll build your skill points quickly. And it never hurts to have a zombie pit. Now that is deep enough to where you will fall and die. I keep it closed and locked so that we don't fall and die ourselves. And inside this inconspicuous shack is how you get down to it. Anyway, this is my first YouTube video for 7 Days to Die from the hospital. Catch you guys next time.